fish. We do prefer them to pool feed if at all possible, so I'm going to be a bit tough on Terry and make him take his fish in the pool. So these birds are a little bit slow and clumsy on land. How would you describe the way penguins walk? Anybody think of a word that describes the way they walk? Yeah? They do. They waddle, don't they? They have very short legs. Have a look at Lucy. You can barely see his feet, can you? Their legs are very short, and they're also placed well back on their bodies. So they stand very upright, but they also have that characteristic little waddle. They move very slowly and clumsily on land. Completely different story in the water though. Anybody think they can swim as well as a penguin? Nah, don't think so. Maybe one or two. They are brilliant swimmers. Penguins are the most specialised of all the seabirds, and very good, easy to believe when you get out of the water. Because their legs are placed so well back on their bodies, although it's floating down on land, it enables them to cut their feet right up out of the way, that's streamlining, and they don't interfere at all while they're swimming. Their feet and their tail are used as rudders, so they tilt them from side to side to help them change direction. But these birds propel themselves through the water in the same way as birds fly through the air. They use the same muscles. They flap their feathers just like flying birds flap their wings, I guess you could say. They are believed to have evolved from flying birds around 65 million years ago, so a very successful adaptation. And their closest relative, the albatross family. Our little penguins can hold their breath for up to 5 minutes. They can dive to around 60 times deeper than this pool. Average speed for a little penguin in the water between 6 and 8 kilometres an hour. Anybody want to guess what might eat a little penguin out in the water? Yeah? Yep, seal, definitely. What's another one? Sharks, of course. Sharks and seals are their main natural predator out in the water, but sadly, not surprisingly, we are a much bigger problem for these birds. Many little penguins are struck by boats. They prefer to swim the top couple of metres of the water column, very vulnerable to propeller strikes. And on the mainland, introduced predators, cats, dogs and foxes make it really hard for these birds to survive, let alone breed on the mainland. Penguin Island is, of course, a very safe place, not only for the penguins, but lots of the other wonderful seabirds. You'll see if you wander around the island, they will nest on the ground, making them very vulnerable to predation. So this is a nice, safe place, no introduced predators on Penguin Island. These little birds spend 80% of their lives at sea, and they'll spend a week or two in the water without needing to come ashore. In that time, it is really important they stay nice and dry under their thick coated feathers. Their feathers act like their own built-in wetsuit. They have 4 times thicker or 4 times more dense than most other birds, and their feathers are also waterproof, so they're a built-in wetsuit, but they're also very buoyant. You can see they float effortlessly on top of the water, but they're actually quite heavy, quite dense birds. They've got solid bones, but to give them that buoyancy, their feathers curve away from their bodies. They trap air under the feathers, so not only like a wetsuit, but also, I guess you could say, like a life jacket as well. The beautiful tuxedo, hit a little snag there. The beautiful tuxedo colouring, common to all penguins, does serve purpose. It camouflages them, it blends in with their surroundings. So if you were to see a shark swimming over the top of our penguins here, those beautiful dark blue feathers, if you're over the top looking down the dark blue feathers, camouflage can blend in nicely with the dark depths of the ocean. It doesn't really work in sail very cool. And underneath, if you're looking up at our penguins, every part of their body is pale, including these lovely curly white feathers underneath, and they blend into the sunlight coming from above. The penguins that we have here, our 10 little penguins here, were mostly rescued and injured out of abandoned ships. So unfortunately something we have to do from time to time